I said this a long time ago, but I became an actor so I wouldn't have to put on a shirt and sell insurance. No offense. But I didn't start acting until I started very late. I started when I was 30, and my first job was Oz. And I feel like Oz was
That was your first job?
It was my first job. And I kind of feel like Oz was like my Mayhem training camp, you know what I mean? Because I mean, every day we were just beating each other up, falling out of buildings, getting cut with glass and knives. I mean, so I felt like it was good preparation for what I'm doing right now.
So being Mayhem now,
Right.
not everyone gets the chance to be so closely linked with a brand. So you like how that's changed your life and career and the whole thing.
Well, you know, it's just, yeah, I live in New York City, and New York. And my favorite part about New York, I was born and raised there, is just having the interaction with people on the street. And the interaction that has come from this campaign is beyond any show I've done, whether it was Oz or Sex and the City or 30 Rock. It all pales in comparison to the conversations and the people that I've met through this Mayhem campaign. And I have to tell you, like, the Allstate family is really, you guys are really an incredible group of people. And the people that, the guys at Leo Burnett, the ad agency that came up with this campaign in Chicago, I mean, they're just some of the smartest people I've met. So it's been like a real, I mean, if you had asked me 10 years ago, would I do a TV commercial, I probably would have said no. I did one commercial in my life. I was the only white guy ever cast in a Colt 45 ad. my hand to God.
Look at Wayne.
It's actually how I got my SAG card. And that was 18 years ago. And you know, when you're an actor and out in New York and you're doing theater and TV, and you know, commercials kind of fall off the radar. But this job has really changed my life.
The only white dude in the whole thing.
That was you. That was me. It was menthol beer, and I loved it.
I'm gonna have to talk to that Annie and see menthol beer for the brother in you. No. Have you learned, being part of the Allstate family and getting to do events like this, have you learned anything surprising or shocking or incredibly cool about the whole industry?
Well, yeah, I'm surprised that I lived as long as I did without insurance. I don't think my SAG insurance kicked in until a few years ago. So I've learned how important it is to have insurance, and once again, what a great group of people these are. Let's be honest.
I love that. Now, has anything changed in your life majorly now that you are known as Mayhem?
You know, it's funny. This has happened now 4 or 5 times where I've been trying to hail a cab in New York City, and I've gotten picked up by police cars. No, I swear to God, not my mother, and driven to where I want to go. And to be in the back of a police car without handcuffs on is a truly inspiring experience.
Now, what would you like to see Mayhem do next? Because you've done so much of those spots, and they just keep getting better. So what's something that you would love to see Mayhem do?
I mean, I would really like to take it to a very intense, dark level, but I'm not sure that people would also. But it's not dark enough. But I've had this idea where I want to be an illegal after-hours house party and just burn the place to the ground.
So cute.
Yeah, Dennis Haysbert bring you a malt liquor bowl. You just brought it all together. Now, you just bought a car. So I have to put you on the spot.
job on Jeopardy?
That was Mayhem. Dropping that bombs at Mayhem. With his sidekick, civil unrest. Now, I was told when we were preparing the interview that you were, not you have, you were a garage door recently in Arizona.
Well, you know, in the last couple of weeks, I've had some bad fortune. I almost feel like I'm a method actor. I rented a brand new SUV when I was in Arizona a couple of weeks ago, and I closed the garage door, and it sheared off the whole back of the truck. Not just the bumper, but the whole back of the truck. And then I came back to New York, and about a week later, I was riding my bike down Broome Street, and I got hit by an SUV. And I caved in the whole side of the door, and as the paramedics were working on me, they were like, "We should have known." We should have known. And I'm sitting there bleeding, and I'm like, this isn't really a good time for a joke. But I kind of feel like this campaign is following me around, so I need to cash my checks before I die.
And then good life insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's one thing on what's coming up next, because you're way too talented to just be doing one thing, I know this. So
You know, it's been, you know, this campaign has really kept me busy, and I honestly believe that in the 30 seconds that we show the spots, I really think that we get more out of that than a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows you see these days. So we've shot 30 of these spots in the last 2 years, and you know what it's like to shoot a spot. So it's taken up a lot of time. I just finished doing a movie in Brooklyn called The Worst, which will be hopefully going to Sundance next February. And I just wrapped the season finale of SVU Onward yesterday morning. So.
This isn't what you thought that you'd be getting when you walked in. You get the F-bomb. And you also get a brand new Mayhem commercial.
All right.
Check it out.
I'm just throwing out microblades. When you got cut rate car insurance, nobody else makes sure you were covered for this. So get an Allstate agent and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Right now, we're going to take a short break and show you highlights from the events.